My brother and I made friends with the neighbour's grandson, and most school holidays he would come out to his nan's house, where she lived next door. He would then walk up to our house and we would ride bikes, ride our newly made billy cart, or just getting up to some sort of mischief. We were at the age where we were allowed out on the road on our own, so riding around was what we were doing that day. We decided to go up and down the road with the bikes and the billy cart, tied with rope to the back of one of the bikes to tow the billy cart along. It didn't work very well, but it was worth a try. It was just one of those silly things us kids did. We got bored of that, and my friend came up with another idea, although when I heard this idea, I thought it was actually quite stupid. He wanted us to stage us having an accident with our bikes and the billy cart, and us laying on the side of the road on the ground pretending to be hurt or unconscious, to see if anyone driving past would stop. I didn't like the sound of this kind of prank, but I went along with it. My mum and dad weren't home, so they would never know. So the three of us decided to try out our little show, and we staged it just out the front of the house. It worked on a few people. Someone would stop and ask us if we were alright. We would then lay there still and keep them in suspense for a few seconds, and then we would all of a sudden get up and start laughing. We would then explain that we were just playing a game and pranking people. Someone found it humorous, someone else would roll their eyes and drive off. One person had a chat to us, just giving us the heads up that we don't want to upset the wrong person, because someone may just take it the wrong way. In the back of my mind, I already knew this. I just didn't want to spoil everyone else's fun. Unfortunately, we did upset someone, quite badly. The woman actually got really angry at us. She got out of her car and started swearing at us, so we got up and ran off into the backyard. She was still yelling from the road. We didn't know what she was going to do next. I was glad my mum and dad weren't home, otherwise we would have been in trouble. But in other ways, I kind of wish they were home, so they could have dealt with this angry woman and told her to leave. But all hope wasn't lost, for me and my brother anyway. My friend's dad came walking up the road to tell him to come back for dinner. That deterred the woman and she went back to her car. My friend left and met his dad, and they walked home. The woman in the car hadn't left yet, but she then drove off, and as she was driving off, she yelled something out of her car window to my friend and his dad down the road. That woman clearly had anger issues, or maybe what we were doing was actually a trigger to her anger.